I want to show is the question came up about the trade setup, what it was. And then two, I broke it down a little bit further, showing how to get in the trade. So many of you all know that I'm a swing trader. And so swing trader intraday. I take that back. Swing trader intraday trader. And so I find the setups on the higher time frame, but what do you do when a trade is already in motion? What's up, y'all? Happy Juneteenth for those of you guys who are in the United States. This is the first year that Juneteenth is recognized as a federally observed holiday. So happy Juneteenth to you. What I want to do today is take a look at a trade projection that I did probably about 2 months? 2 months ago almost. It was at the end of April. I took a look at EURNZD. I'll link the video in the descriptions for those of you guys who want to take a watch. And what I thought we had going on was a potential for a sale, right? So we were right about here at that time, and we had hit a monthly resistance level, which is here in the gold. And I thought that we would see potential for a sale at least down to the level of 1.408. And price has so far traveled roughly 825 pips since around that time. So it's pretty exciting to see things play out. Sometimes it takes a little while, but my what I try to teach is, set stuff and forget it. Now, you don't have to take the whole 800 pips all the way down, but if you are that type of swing trader, you could. Or you could just say, I'm going to take sales all the way down to this level. Now, before we get to the 1.408, you see that price is at a weekly and daily and a strong level of 4-hour support. So it's got to break through this area right here before we get that move to the downside of 38.2. If we are able to break this level of support, I could easily see us traveling down to the 618 retracement zone. Just looking at market structure, it aligns with the fib level, and then you've also got a daily level of support. So we'll see. All of that is just what I'm projecting right now. Obviously, I trade what price prints, and so we're gonna see what ends up happening on this pair. Okay, so today what I want to take a look at, and this trade came through the group that I have, and walking someone through the process. So I wanted to do a step-by-step video on it. And so if you guys bear with me, I'm going to pull up EURNZD. I don't even think I have. Oh, I do. All right. So let me go to a clean chart. I ain't going to show y'all what I already got. All right. If I can find it. Let me just type it in. I got that Tye Tribbett song stuck in my head. I don't know how many of you guys listen to gospel music, but I love Tye Tribbett. And his last CD is live, and there's a song on there called Only One Night, though. And it has really ministered to me. So if you like Tye Tribbett, you know what song I'm talking about. If you don't, go check him out. Tye Tribbett. Okay. All right. So I am on Smart Trader. You can try it out for $4.95 by clicking the link in the video description. And for those of you guys who are new, I am going to do a top-down analysis. And that's just fancy for I'm going through each time frame, finding the key levels of resistance and support. And then I will utilize fibs to determine what I'm going to do in the market next. Okay. So I'm going to go up here and grab my horizontal line tool. And on each time frame, what I'm looking for is my levels of resistance and support. And if you do not know how to identify what that is, I strongly suggest that you sign up for the no-cost mini course. I break it all the way down in there. Okay. So I see a level here. I also see a level here. And then I see a level here. Again, I'm on the monthly time frame. That's where I start from, and then I'll work my way down. I know a lot of people often ask, like, why do you go through all of this? Well, you want to know the whole story of what's going on in the market. If you start off from just one time frame, you're only getting a piece of it. And that could be the wrong piece depending on how you're trading. So this informs how you should be moving in the market. No matter if you're a scalper, if you're an intraday trader, or if you're a swing trader, you definitely should be doing this, right? So one of the things that I like about Smart Trader is that I can go in once I identify my levels, go to Smart Resistance, Smart Support, and double check what I've identified. And you know what? I messed up moving too fast. This was not a high. And if you know why, put it in the comments. All right, so we're good there. I missed one. Talking, running my mouth. All right. So I can get rid of that, and then I can use Smart Support. Now, some people use it just to know where to put the lines. I personally think you should be identifying the support and resistance on your own and use the smart tools just to double check what you've already got. All right, so now that I've done the monthly, I'm going to go down to the weekly, and I'm doing the same thing, right? So here we go. I got a level here. I don't have a level there. I got a level here. I got a level here. Now I'm only going 5 levels deep because that's how far the system goes. Now I'm going to check my levels. And everything that we chose is covered. So I'm going to get rid of that. And I missed one. So I'm going to grab this. All right. So we're done on the weekly. Now I'm going to go down to the daily. And I'm going to do the same thing. I got a level here. I also have a level here. I see a level here. I don't know if the system is going to pick this up, though. Let's look at resistance. So all of the levels we have chosen are there. Let me do support. Oh, it did. And we got another level. So let me adjust this just a tad. And then I'm going to change the pattern so I can show between. All right, now I'm going to go down to the 4 hour. Now that's the lowest that I go. You can go lower, but given how I trade, most of my setups are found on the 4 hour. So I'm an intraday and swing trader. So I'm not interested in anything much lower. That's just me. You can look at whatever you want to look at, but this is what works for me. All right, so we got a level of resistance there, a level of resistance there, and now we got a level of support here. So I want to double check that, right? So I'm going to look at resistance. So the levels that we've chosen, I forgot one. Come on. Okay. And I think we're good. So I'm going to turn that off. And then I'm going to turn on smart support just to make sure I got everything. And it looks like I did. So I'm going to turn this off. Now I'm going to go back to the monthly. And what I'm doing is I'm trying to figure out where we are. Excuse me, in the fib sequence, right? So looking at this big picture, I'm going to take my fib to the highest point, click. This is the active fib to the downside. So you see we have an A high, a B low, less than 38.2 pullback. Price tried to make its way up here, but didn't quite. 38.2 is going to be 2.04765. So I'm going to drop my green line here so I know that this is the ultimate take profit. Right? And so now that I have this information to the downside, that's the active fib to the downside. This tells me the entire story. So I'm going to click below the last low. And so you'll see that we had an A low, a B high. Price pulled back to the 786. And so this falls within the zone. It's past the 38.2. So I can see this being a possibility, right? So I'm going to mark this off too. And then I'm going to get rid of the fib. And I'm going to work my way down to the weekly. And so because I know that I'm looking for price to go at least to 2.04719, I'm only looking for the up moves, right? Only looking for the up moves. So I'm on the weekly. I'm going to click below the last low. And so that is not an active fib. We've hit the extension for this sequence. So we had an A low, a B high. We had a 8.6 pullback. Price hit that target, right? So this is done. So I'm going to click off of this. And then I'm going to go to the next low. Now it shows me the active fib. So what we got going on here is, or did we? I thought we had a 38.2 pullback on this one. And it does not look like we did. We had A low, B high, less than 38.2 pullback, but a weekly support was formed. Okay. So I thought when I marked this up earlier, see, this is why it's good to do to do markups on a computer and not mobile devices. I marked this up on my iPad and I thought that we got that 38.2 pullback. We did not. So, okay, this is good to know. Good to know. So I'm going to drill down. I'm going to go down to the daily now. Let's go down to the daily. So what I'm trying to do now is find an entry for the buy. Okay, that's finished. Not interested in that. I'm going to click below the next low. There we go. So on the weekly, we got the 38.2. On a daily, we got the 38.2. On the weekly, we did not. So that's something to note. So what you had here was A low, B high, shallow retracement. It didn't come nowhere near that 23.6. And then price stalled out at the 127.118, formed a weekly resistance level. Then we saw price come back down to the 38.2 level and take off from there. So now the question is, are we going to be able to break above these weekly resistance levels and this monthly resistance level in order to get to this D extension? Now this is on the daily, so this is a longer term play. Now what I want to do is I'm going to start drawing my trend lines, right? I have not gone all the way down to the 4 hour in the fib sequence, but in order to help inform my decision, I'm going to go down my trend lines. All right. And actually, I should move this back because this is the lowest point and I need to adjust this now. Because what I drew was the inner. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't mean to be sniffling in y'all face. All right. And then I'm also going to draw a trend line from my last high, right? So I want to see where the system is going to put this. So I'm going to do this. Then I'm going to right click, extend. So we got a break of the trend line to the upside on the daily. So I am going to draw this myself. Now, I don't leave the Smart Trader trend line because it doesn't transfer down too well. So let's see. I'm looking for moves to the upside. Did I already do the fib on the daily? I think I did. So I'm going to click below the last low. Right, that one didn't happen. And there we go. That's the active fib. Yeah, I did do this. Okay. So I'm going to go down to the 4 hour. And I want to see, and I'm sure we have, but I want to see. I need to go to the low. Oh. I got that song stuck in my head. I know y'all don't want to hear me sing it. And actually what I'm interested in is this over here. If I go through all of this, this would just be for exercise to show y'all. I know that I'm interested in the last low. So I'm going to click. Probably need to zoom in just a little bit. Oh, no. There we go. I don't know what that was about to do. Okay. Oh, come on, smart trader. It's user error. I guarantee. Okay. Uh-oh. There we go. All right. So this is the fib. We got the break over the downtrend line. And let me adjust this. There we go. Let me just make sure that the system will draw it this way. Oh, no. Okay. Because we're on a lower time frame. It's not going to do the same thing. I got it. But this is the active fib. So we had an A low, a B high, less than 23.6, pull back, stall out at the 118.127. Price came back to the 618, found support, and then started moving up. So the ultimate target, if we could break through this 4-hour and weekly resistance level, is going to be here. That's if we can break through these weekly, this weekly here, this 4-hour here, and reach the ultimate target. I think there still is a possibility that price could come back down on that higher time frame. What was that on the weekly? Yeah, because on the daily we hit it. So in the weekly we did not hit a 38.2. On the daily we did. So I think that the move and going by the higher time frame. Going by the higher time frame, if you're looking at the daily, this 618, the D extension is here, 1.82503. If you took it off the 4, then your extension is going to be shorter. You're going to be at 1.8091. So that could be a setup of take profit 1, take profit 2 if you're going to swing it. So now what I want to show is the question came up about the trade setup, you know, what it was. And then 2, I broke it down a little bit further, showing how to get in the trade. So many of you all know that I'm a swing trader. And so swing trader intraday. I take that back. Swing trader intraday trader. And so I find the setups on the higher time frame, but what do you do when a trade is already in motion? Like, we're in the 4 hours, so there's still opportunities for somebody to get into this trade. In order to do that, you just keep drilling down, right? So I'm going to get rid of this because we know the levels that we're interested in already. And so this was the move up. I'm going to grab my smart fib. This was a 618 level of support on the higher time frame, right? And so what I pointed out to the group was this was the level of entry. If you missed this level over here, ideally 618 is the entry always, right? 618 is where you want to enter. That offers you the best risk to reward setup. So that's a deep retracement. That's kind of like your sweet spot. Taking trades at the 618 level. But if by chance you missed that, what I pointed out to them was that there was an opportunity. Let me get rid of this. There was an opportunity to get in for the setup at this level here. Like, look how many times price came back to test this level. It's also a 4-hour level of support, right? So you had 1, 2, 3. Then price tried to come back. Now, my thought was, if we're unable to break this 4-hour resistance level, then I wouldn't be surprised if we saw price come back to test this 618 level. So if we can't break, let me draw it out. If we can't break through here, let me turn this yellow, and start making the ascend up, I would not be surprised if we see rejection off of this 4-hour level, price come back to the 618 or somewhere near it in the zone, and then make its move up. That's how you find, like, fibs are the way in. No matter what time frame you're on, all you got to do is drill down just a little bit further to get there. So if we do break this 4-hour level, what I would wait for is I would wait for the sequence to finish out. So this was A, this was B, this was your C. I would wait for price to hit this extension, at 1.76557. And then I would wait for a high to form, wait for a pullback, and then look for an entry. That's what I would do. So that's my thought. That's how I would enter that setup on the lower time frame. But ultimately, let me go back to the 4. Ultimately, I think the play is here. So how I set this up last night was like this. This was the stop loss. Sorry. This was the stop loss. And then taking it off the 4. This was the play. Uh-oh. If I can get this, I don't know if it want to work for me. Oh, there we go. So last night we was here. Right there at this level. Right? So this short-term setup on the 4-hour is from this level last night, about 525 pips, let's call it, to the upside. Now, remember, there is potential for price to come deeper, at least to that 38.2, because this on the daily is less than a 38.2, just barely less than a 38.2. But should we break this 4-hour resistance level, then and this daily and weekly, I think the next move is to the upside for about 500 pips. So those are my thoughts. Let me know how you guys are trading EURNZD. Is it a pair that you trade? I know a lot of people only like the majors, but you get some pretty nice setups on the other pairs too. And it's also good practice for muscle memory and getting better with the technical analysis. So let me know in the comments. Like I said, technical analysis, I think, is very important. Get into the habit of marking up the charts. And then if you're not that great at it and you're looking for a system that will work for you, and if you're like me, you work a regular job and you need something that won't keep you married to the charts all day, be sure to sign up for the no-cost mini course. I break it all the way down in there for you. And then if you're looking for a group of like-minded individuals, make sure that you visit the Forex Facebook Mastermind group at no cost by clicking the link that says join my mastermind group in the video description. I appreciate you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. I hope all you folks in the U.S. enjoy your Juneteenth holiday, and I'll see y'all soon.